guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a custom request that we got from a good friend of mine and a long-term customer. I usually don't do a lot of custom stuff, but if somebody has been around and bought from me since the beginning, then occasionally I'll pick up some custom stuff. But they sent me a picture of a red plum color with some blue and purple flake, and we're going to try to match that the best we can and get some plastic hot and see if we can get close enough to make it work. So let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and give you the recipe for this because I'm going to do this off of feel. I don't really know what it's going to take to get there. So we'll just kind of do the best we can. We're going to start with this Bait Plastics Red. And this is 2 cups, so I'm going to start with 10 drops. Okay, there is 10 drops. Get that red going. Okay. That is the red. I'm going to add the flake now because flake can change the color of your plastic as you're mixing it. And for flake, I'm going to do this 1/24th, I do believe. Yeah, 1/24th. And I'm going to do half a teaspoon of this blue. Dump that in there. Drizzle some over it and give it a stir. Okay. Now we're going to add some small purple flake. This is Bait Plastics 0.015 purple. We use this stuff a lot on the channel. We're just going to drizzle some in there and go over the top and give it a little bit of a stir. And you can see that darkened it up. Now, just for a little bit of texture and to give it a tiny bit of plum color, you don't want to go overboard. We're going to use a little bit of this purple magenta non-bleed from MF Manufacturing. I'm just going to do 2 drops and see what that does. We do not want much. We want to keep most of that red color, but we do want to add just a tiny bit of that purple. Okay, I'm actually going to add 2 more drops of that purple. See what that looks like. That's looking pretty good. We'll do 2 more. We'll stop at 6. That'll just give it a little bit of contrast. We don't want a lot, just a little bit, because the majority of this color is red. I'm going to add a couple more drops of this. So we're going to do we'll do about 5 more drops of that. That'll take us up to 15 red and 6 of the magenta. And that is looking pretty good. I'm going to add, let's do 4 more drops of this. So we'll do 10. And I think that's where we're going to stop. Let's try that and see kind of how that looks in some baits. Here is a little closer look. As you can see, dominantly red, but has a little bit of purple and blue in there since we added the flake and that little bit of purple magenta, and it'll show up a little more in the baits, I think. All right, fun fact, this is my 2nd time trying to film this. I made this color last night, and it looked really red in the cup. I'd used some different purple pigment. I actually used a little bit of blue and a little bit of purple, and it shot the baits. They were red. Everything looked perfect. I spot on the color, and I let them sit overnight, and they turned purple, like completely purple. Like I don't even know. So we had to rebuild the color using some different pigments. So that's kind of what we're doing. Hopefully this is closer to what I was wanting, and maybe it'll stay. The customer wanted Nikos and slouches. That's what we're going to be doing. This is the 4.6-inch Nico, shown a lot on the channel. Okay, top that off. And now, let's grab the other injector right here and move on to do some slashes. Oh, we are making a huge mess. Huge mess. Okay, we'll have to clean out an injector and finish shooting that here in just a second. Okay, let's pull some more of that up. Continue going across these. Having the dual slouch mold is nice because now I can do a dozen at a time, which speed things up for me quite a bit when it comes to doing the slouches. We'll go ahead and top that Nico off, and we'll wait for these to cool off, and we'll check out how they turned out. Okay, so let's do the slouch first. This is the plum color that we were going for. I believe it's called plum. Okay, check that out in the light here in just a second, but that is what we're going for. I was shooting these really fast, so I ended up getting an air pocket in that one, so we'll just throw it to the side. Quality control will have to kick that one out, but not bad. We'll check these out in the light here in just a second, but there is a little bit of that first demold. All right, let's demold the Nico. And like I said, I'll give you better views of these on the tray here in a minute, but I feel like it's a little more genuine if I show you the actual demold so you guys get exactly what I'm seeing out of the mold. That is that color out of the mold. The shop lights are going to make this kind of weird, so let's spin you guys around. There we go. That shop light always jacks with the lighting, but that is a little more of what I'm seeing. Not too bad. I've never used this bigger Blue Flake before, and I'm actually impressed. I don't know why I haven't used it before. I've had it for quite a long time now, and it really shows up a lot better than I expected. Let's get these on the tray and get a better look at these. Here is the indoor look at these, and then we'll take them outside and get a look at them as well. That is the Nikos, and those are the slouches. They look really nice together. Let's go check them out outside under some different lighting. Here is a look at them outside. I can't see anything because the sun is super bright today, but I'm hoping you guys are getting a good look at these. Doing the best I can considering I can't see anything. Overall, really happy. I think we hit the color pretty close to what I was going for. Last little look at what we came up with. That is pretty spot on with what I wanted. And here is the Nikos. You can see they're pretty bright over here. Change the lighting a little bit, and they get that darker color to them. So it's all about the lighting as per usual. A lot of red over here in the light, and then as we go over here to the shade, they get that darker color to them. Recipe in the description if you want to replicate this for yourself. So that pretty much wraps it up. I think they're going to be happy with what we came up with. It was pretty close to the stuff that they sent me, and I think we have the thumbs up to go ahead and get these shipped out. I appreciate y'all watching. If you want to pick up any of the molds we used today, I'll leave a link in the description to Epic Bait Molds where you can pick those up for yourself. And if you want to order any baits from me, there will be a link in the description to my store. All that money gets to go back into this so that I can keep making these videos for you guys. As always, recipe in the description like I mentioned before. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to stick around, check some more stuff out. Until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one.